Hey guys, Ivan Quantic here back again, and WrestleMania is just a few hours away, but there's still plenty of time to figure out what the fuck will be happening at the event. And man, we are in for something big, because there has been a screenshot leaked, and look at this, there is something covering the ring. So what could that mean? It's covered. Why the hell is it covered? Look at it. Just the whole ring area in general, it's fully covered with black sheets. What the hell does that mean? So people are gonna go off and you might not know what it means, but it actually means something pretty spectacular. Obviously they're trying to hide something, but what are they trying to hide? Could it be something like a different Hell in a Cell or a different type of ring or something? No, there's actually somebody in there, because this is not the first time that WWE has hidden a ring like this. 6 years ago, 5 years ago at SummerSlam 2010, the exact same thing happened. And do you remember the main event of SummerSlam 2010? Hopefully not, because it was pretty shitty. Anyway, there was a big hype about a mystery partner, because it was a tag match, the Nexus vs Team WWE, and there was a big hype about like a mystery tag partner. And before the event, by the way, the tag partner was Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was the mystery person, and Daniel Bryan had gotten fired for choking out Justin Roberts with a tie, but he made his spectacular return at SummerSlam 2010 in the main event. But obviously he needs to, get into the ring beforehand, before the pay-per-view, so he can, get ready, get used to the ropes or whatever, just train before the match. But they can't just have him out in the open, because then that'll spoil it, because people are going to be there, take photos saying, oh my god, Daniel Bryan's back. So they covered it with a big piece of whatever this is, and the ring was covered, and he trained like that while it was covered. So it's covered again. That means somebody is returning. It's pretty much official, because the only time the ring gets covered is when someone is in there training and they're not there. It's a big surprise. So holy shit, this is pretty impressive. I'm excited. Who is it? That's where all the speculation starts. Who the fuck is returning? So pretty much now we know somebody is returning at WrestleMania, and it's someone big, because they cover the ring. So I'm surprised. There's quite a few theories going through my mind. First off, John Cena is the biggest one, the most likely one. John Cena is a machine, and I think yesterday or the day before, he was interviewed for Complex magazine, I think, and they asked him like, oh, when are you gonna come back? And he's like, I am medically cleared to wrestle. I could have returned 2 weeks ago. I should have returned 2 weeks ago. That's what he said. So he's medically cleared to wrestle. I'm pretty sure he's going to come back at WrestleMania. That guy's a machine. Usually, he's during rehab, man. That guy is ridiculous. You gotta give props whether you hate him or love him. I mean, most people go, when they're injured, go to rehab twice a week. John Cena was going twice a fucking day, once a day. He went once every single day, sometimes twice a day. That is ridiculous, man. And the thing is, you can't overdo rehab. It's just stuff you should be doing, and then that's just ridiculous. Twice a day rehab. I don't understand how he can do it. He should be dead. But man, that guy is crazy. So I think the most likely thing is that is John Cena. It's definitely someone worth covering the ring for, because he's the biggest player arguably ever. So where could John Cena come? Maybe he could be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, because that got moved to the actual main show. It was on the pre-show, but then a few days ago, maybe a week ago, they moved it up to the main show. So then that's pretty much saying to me, well, someone big's gonna win it, because if not, it would just be on the pre-show, and there's still 4 empty spots, I believe, so that can be anything. So maybe John Cena will come there, or in the most likely situation, will come back in the Shane and take a match inside the Hell in a Cell. He'll probably let either Shane or Taker win. My guess is, I don't know, he'll attack the Undertaker or help Shane, and that sets up the massive SummerSlam match, Undertaker and John Cena. The match I keep saying, I don't understand how it's never happened. These guys have had 10 years their career together. They wrestled at the exact same time for 10 years, the two biggest guys in history, and they never had a rivalry once. So I don't understand it. So he attacks him, who doesn't doesn't attack Undertaker. He helps Shane win, and he's just like, well, Undertaker, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. I just want to help Shane. And then that sets up the match, Undertaker and John Cena, or something along those lines. That's my guess. So my first pick is it's probably John Cena, most likely, and I'm happy about that. I pretty much, you know, didn't like John Cena, but once he started doing the US Open Challenge, I loved him. It's just great. So I'm gonna be happy with that. The second prediction, of course, is the Baylor Club. Man, this is probably far-fetched. I don't think it's happening. My whole thing was, well, they're gonna debut NXT TakeOver Dallas. They didn't, so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident now they're going straight to the main roster. So Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, or Doc Gallows, and Machine Gun Carl Anderson, well, they could come into the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That could work, and it's also a great reason to move it up to the main thing. Main show. And then there's 3 of them, there's 4 empty spots. That could work out. I don't think that would happen. Maybe they would come into the Hell in a Cell match, help Shane win or help Taker win. Maybe Shane's like, whoa, it's the Undertaker, I know I can't fucking beat him, so he calls out Baylor Club and he helps them win. That's also far-fetched. A lot of people actually think that's going to happen, that Baylor Club are going to help Shane win. I definitely don't think that's going to happen. I don't see Baylor Club debuting at WrestleMania. I see them more as debuting at the Raw after Mania. I think that works in a lot better. So yeah, so far it's either Baylor Club or John Cena. John Cena seems a lot more likely. Baylor Club, I feel like they would definitely debut at the Raw after Mania. Who else is next? Well, this is very far-fetched. I know it's going to happen, but it's still something to think about. And that could be The Rock, maybe training to wrestle. Now, I know he's got his contract with the Baywatch movie, and they don't let him they don't let him wrestle, sorry, because, you know, at WrestleMania 29 or 28, he got injured during his match, so they don't want that to halt filmmaking. But, you know, he keeps teasing something fucking massive's happening. I mean, they've already made a t-shirt about him just being at WrestleMania. The whole WrestleMania promo is just The Rock. That pisses me off so much. It's the WrestleMania promo that shows all of WrestleMania. It's literally this whole time just been The Rock. And if he's just gonna come out there and cut a fucking promo and then leave, that's gonna piss me off. Because if the whole promo is all about The Rock and all he does is cut a fucking promos, you know, the whole promo hyping up WrestleMania is about The Rock, and he just comes out there, says a few words and leaves, I'm not gonna be too happy about that. I definitely think it's something massive is gonna happen, and maybe it could be him in the ring, so they cover him up and, you know, let him train right there. But I'm not sure about that one. I just hope Rock actually pulls something off, because if they hype him up so much, use the whole WrestleMania promo just about him, I definitely think he should be doing something great. But I honestly do think he's just gonna come out there to cut a promo. And also, it could be Kurt Angle. Maybe, I mean, what was it? The last Raw or the Raw before, it was like hyped up so much that Kurt Angle would come to Raw. Obviously he didn't. Maybe they saved him for WrestleMania. Maybe he'll come out there, help Shane or help Undertaker. He definitely wouldn't go to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He's way too big for that. So if he does return, I could only see it during the Hell in a Cell match. That would be amazing. But I mean, I feel like also it would work better the Raw after Mania. That's just where all the returns happen, man. The Raw after Mania. So, pretty much, in summary, we know somebody is going to return. We just don't know who it is. So my picks are John Cena. Most likely, I definitely think that's going to happen. If he does return, it'll probably be in the Hell in a Cell. Then we got Baylor Club, maybe Rock, and finally, probably not Kurt Angle, but I'd love that. So, tell me, who do you think will be returning? People also bring up Seth Rollins, but man, that's not happening. I don't want to break your heart or anything, but this guy isn't John Cena. Seth Rollins, he's just got off his crutches, I believe, a month ago or something around that. So it's not going to be Seth Rollins, just to say that. But it can be Cesaro, but I don't think they would have all that trouble for Cesaro. I think he could just work backstage. He wouldn't really need to work in the actual WrestleMania ring, so I don't think it would be Cesaro. But it could also be Randy Orton, but I don't think it would be Randy Orton. I don't think he's ready to compete yet. Like what, 2 months ago, Ric Flair said that Randy Orton's not like close to being medically cleared yet, so I don't think it would be Randy Orton. We just found out Sting retired during his Hall of Fame speech, so it looks like it won't be Sting. So people, you know, wanted Sting to interfere and attack Undertaker or something along those lines, but that won't be happening. But another rumor was that it could be Goldberg. I forgot to talk about that. There's a rumor a few days ago started spreading Goldberg could return. That would be great. I don't see that happening though. So those are my picks. Tell me who you think. I don't think it's an NXT guy. They probably wouldn't cover up at the ring for an NXT guy. I don't think he would even need to train there. He could just use the backstage area. Apart from Baylor Club, though, they would need it. But so I don't see an NXT guy. I only see a legend coming back. I reckon it's Cena. Tell me who you guys think. WrestleMania is just in a few hours, and I'll see you then.